Ron Juneman at Family Eye Care, Amber Wave, American Family Insurance, Farmers National Bank, Phillips County Health Systems, Phillips County Community Foundation, Phillipsburg Chamber and Main Street, Trinity Ag LLC. And now, here's Tad Feltz.
And good morning. Welcome to another Tadpoll on a Thursday morning. No school here. A lot of the school students, boys and girls from around the state, are headed to Wichita, though, for state track and field at Cessna Stadium tomorrow and Saturday. I went 50 years, and it was one of my best sporting experiences. When I started going in '68, I was the only radio station there doing a track meet. They said, "How do you do a track meet? How do you?" I said, "Well, you just kind of give reports, and if you have a race on the track, when you have it, you tell." No, it was my great experience there. I was doing track, and I got to know so many coaches and athletes, and it was just a good time. Good food, you know.
And did you interview the coaches?
Oh yeah, I interviewed the coaches. I interviewed the kids. After they had a race, they won a race, they'd come up at a relay team or something, or I'd go down on the field and talk to them and record them and come back up. Yeah, I got chased off the finish line several times because said, "You can't be here." And I said, "All right, I'm sorry." Anyways, well, this morning we're going to talk about a lot of things going on this weekend. Cynthia Clonch is here to talk about Phillipsburg High School reunion. Angie Wells, the Chamber of Commerce, I think he's going to talk about the barbecue contest and some other things. We're having something also for Rodeo Week. Cody Miller. Do you have a lot of Millers? Those Miller Moths?
Millers/moths. I do. And I'm resorting now to slapping them with my fly swatter.
No, I used to do that. But Cody Miller's going to come on and tell us why we have them. Okay. I know why we have them here. He's going to talk about the wheat plot tour. And then with us, Aidrian Hassel. He made Lions band camp for the second year in a row, so he's going to come on and talk about what all that's about. So let's get him busy with this morning.
Band camp.
While you're here, though, what's going to be happening starting tomorrow night with my son is going to be at his 50th at the Huck Boyd. They're having a special thing over there tomorrow
Yes,
night.
yes. It's the 50th. Can you believe you have a child who's been out of high school for 50 years?
So that means then add 18 to it, you know.
Oh,
yeah.
my gosh. Okay, so the Phillipsburg High School Alumni Association is this Saturday, May 27th, and it's our 77th alumni banquet.
Okay.
And it's going to be at 5 p.m. in the Newland Gym in the high school. Mm-hmm. That's the socializing. And then at 6:30, there is a dinner. And of course, that's in the, I think I said it the wrong way.
Right, yeah. The
5
auxiliary
p.m.
gym is a socializing place.
Socializing in the auxiliary gym.
Right.
Dinner in the Newland Gym. Yep. It's bigger.
Okay.
And we're going to be honoring the classes of 1953, 1973, and 1998.
Wow.
And I'm excited. We got somebody to come for the 1998 one.
Really?
Yay.
Wow.
And don't forget, you can come to the Rise and Shine. That's at the Senior Center, and that's Saturday morning from 8:30 until 10:30. And there's going to be a bus tour at 9:45. And
do you have to have a reservation for that? Or
no, just show up.
Enough room, you think?
Oh, always.
Okay.
You just come for coffee and rolls about 8:30, 9 o'clock. And, you know, the local people have seen all the changes.
Sure.
So it's mainly those from afar. Mm-hmm. And they'll tour Phillipsburg, and that'll be Howard King leading the tour, and Jackie Blue driving the bus. Thank you to both of them. They're so wonderful. They just volunteer every year. So we're excited about that. When you come into the auxiliary gym, you're going to be able to mix and mingle. John Mason, bless his heart. He's my go-to man. He has everything set up.
Yeah.
Just sit and have a drink and just reminisce with people from all classes. And this, well, and yes, you'll see all the memorabilia and the photos
Sure.
from the class of 1953, 63, 68, and 73.
Okay.
And then when you come to the dinner, Pat Martindale will be doing the entertainment.
Wow, okay.
And we're getting that all set up for him. And we're going to have door prizes. This is something new.
Door prizes, yeah.
Who doesn't like to win a door prizes? I went shopping yesterday. That was fun. Throw in a couple silly ones too. And chocolate pie for dessert.
Okay, all right. All right, okay.
My helpers, I'd like to thank, are Shirley Quans and Karen Williams. They, although they've kind of handed over this to me, they still help me quite a bit.
Sure.
So thank you, girls. And then we have the people who are going to help with setting up all the decorations. And I'd like to thank Deb McConnell, Diane Kalp, Willa Beach, she was an Ayers back in the day, and Barb Van Allen Pulfer,
Oh, yeah.
who's our MC.
Oh, wow.
So
She'll do well.
she will do wonderful. She's not just coming in to be the MC, she's a helper bee. We love those helper bees. We had talked a little bit about the big plaque from the
Yeah.
Orange Bowl.
Right.
Well, thank you to David Elliott. He made some of the changes once he was aware that they needed changed. And excuse me, you know
Okay.
me and my drink.
All right.
A side note, when you get a little older, you have to have more liquids in your mouth. Because that's all I can say.
I drink a lot of iced tea, sweetened.
And I drink a lot of unsweetened iced tea. So what David was making the difference is there were a couple of names who somehow through the computer and all of that, they just got clipped
Sure,
off.
right, yeah.
So he's
That
repairing
happens,
that.
yeah. That's great. I talked to David.
Mm-hmm.
And if he was in town today, I was going to try to have him on, but he's not in town. I'd like to
Yeah.
have him on to talk
Yeah.
about that. But I'm glad and that's going to be then put back in the band room.
He's bringing it with him. He
okay.
has it ready to go, and they're going to be putting that up. I don't know if they'll do it right away
Where?
or Saturday or Friday, but they're putting it up.
That's great.
And the other distinction that they had was a cornet versus a trumpet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that means?
It means it's Mark,
I had to look it up.
Mark, is the trumpet, is it longer?
The trumpet has livelier and clearer tones.
Oh, okay.
The cornet is a little deeper and broader.
Nice.
It has to do with their cylindrical and their conical shape.
Okay, all right, well, thank you.
That's
I
our
learned that.
tidbit for the
I
day.
wondered what the difference was in cornet.
I had to look it up because they were talking about the bore,
Yeah.
the B-O-R-E. Oh, I get it. So now I've learned something.
Okay, all
Thank you,
right.
David. Well, let's see. What else do we have that's going on?
Okay.
Someone's having a 90th birthday party
Right. Yeah, wow.
this Sunday.
Right. Wow. Now, it's not my birthday. My birthday is June 6th.
Yes, the celebration is a little bit early.
Well, because I have all my family here.
Yes. Oh,
Because of the, well, two boys are here because of so they said, we'll all come. And they were going to try to make it a secret. It didn't work. It didn't work because they had too much, there weren't any places for them to stay, and we had to work around that and everything.
and plus, I don't know about you, but surprises kind of catch me a little off guard,
Yeah.
obviously, because I want things to be
Sure.
in order. And,
Sure, yeah,
but anyway, so you've got, I know that Greg and Mark are hosting this along with Jane, Holly,
Jane Holly.
and Sandy Schulte,
You'll see.
and myself, but I wasn't going to say myself, but thank
no,
you.
you.
And it's going to be held at
Beth
this.
Van Rockwell has been added.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah,
Awesome.
Beth will be there.
Very good.
Plus, other people have offered to help out with this.
Well, we're going to have all kinds of little busy bees in the kitchen and running around.
Sure.
We're going to be honoring a very dear friend, so we're excited about that.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. And 90. Whew,
I know.
you know. But it's not so you. I'm still 89. I'll still be 89.
You're still a pup. You're still a pup.
Yeah, right. And
So come to the St. Philip and James Catholic Church. It's an open house from 2 to 4. And the public is invited.
yeah, everyone's invited. Just come out and say hi. And I've already talked to some people who saw the ads in the paper and it's on Facebook. And they've sent me cards and they've said, you remember this, you remember that. There's a lot of memories. A lot of
Ooh, maybe you can bring those and share those with us.
Well,
Or we'll just run over to your house and read them.
I was worried about it, but everyone said just show up. So I'm just going to show up. So
Well, when somebody gives you a party, that's all you have to do is show up.
I was concerned about it. They said that's not your concern.
Just make sure your face is shaved like it is today. The hair is combed.
Okay.
Oh, and put on
I got a haircut yesterday. So
a little cologne.
Okay. Yep.
And be ready to eat some delicious cakes, chocolate, vanilla, cupcakes, and nuts and punch and
Yeah, okay. So we're looking forward to it. But my one son from Houston stayed in Gainesville last night, Texas, and he's in Oklahoma. He's going to stay in Wichita. He'll be here tomorrow about noon, so maybe we'll eat. Mark from Junction City, he's coming. He'll be here probably mid-afternoon. Alex, my one grandson, has to work till 4 tomorrow in Junction City. He'll be here about 8. Okay. And my granddaughter from Georgetown, she's driving up in one day. She's going to come up through Fort Worth over to Wichita Falls and end up on 183.
That's awesome, Tad.
And then Devin is, Megan's in Philadelphia at a horse show, so she has to fly in. She and her husband will fly into Denver and rent a car. So,
well, that is devotion.
Yeah.
And not only are they devoting you and loving you, they're going to come to the reunion also.
Right, they'll be there Saturday night.
That's awesome.
All of us, yeah. So I've been to a lot of reunions, even though I didn't graduate from here. I feel like I did.
I made
the Hall of Fame out here.
That's right. You're part of this school. You're historical.
Moved there in '68. Went to Idaho for 2 years. And came back in '72, and I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Oh.
I had chances to go other places, but I didn't. My kids had loved hitting it. Anyway, enough on that.
Oh, well, we love it. This is your home, and we claim you as one of our iconic leaders in our community.
Well, thank you for all that, but my face red here. Anyway, so yeah, you're really invited 2 until 4 at the Catholic Church. Just come and have a
come as you are.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
you don't have to wear shoes.
No. I will not be there in spats. Yeah. I will have spats and a top hat. I will not be there.
No. It's casual, informal.
Right. Okay. So and Saturday night is coming yard too. Is Saturday the banquet, or do you have to dress up Saturday night?
No,
It's casual. Casual. Is that all right?
We call it casual what is it, informal?
Probably, yeah.
No, it's pretty casual.
Okay, good.
Although some of the women, I'll tell you what, they dress to the nines.
Right.
If I wore high heels, I'd trip all over, so I don't do that.
Okay. But yeah, it's casual, informal. Okay, good. All right. That helps a little bit on that situation. Anything else you want to share?
No, that's
okay, well, thank you. Where'd you get that?
It's our party favor.
Oh, I do. Yeah, that's great.
Oh, you beware.
Okay, I'm looking forward, and we're going to have a lot of, it's a holiday and finding places to eat and to stay and everything. It was took a little work, but we figured out everything, I think.
Well, I just got exciting news that my daughter's going to come. She's going to be my date.
Yeah. Well, she'll
the one from Colorado,
yes. All right, well, great. All right. Well, she's coming Sunday afternoon, I hope.
She is.
Okay. All right. Okay. Anything else? I've enjoyed so much you talking about.
Thank you.
I know how you got the job. All of a sudden, you were ahead of it. So.
Yeah,
it's
fun.
The band meeting 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Tad.
Oh, okay. I'll see you Saturday night for sure.
All right.
Maybe before. And, of course, Sunday afternoon. All right. Angie Wells is going to be talking with us about some things, barbecue maybe, and some other things, and maybe the rodeo. That's a big day. I've got a very important question I'm going to ask Angie about the rodeo event that's Saturday after we take this break.
In our area, ranching and farming are more than just jobs. They represent family traditions and a way of life. They are an essential part of our community. At First National Bank and Trust, community is what matters most. From agriculture to education, we support those who make our community one to be proud of and a place to call home. First National Bank and Trust, where community matters most.
We're here for you.
Farmers and Ranchers Outlet is a locally owned and operated business in Phillipsburg, Kansas. As farmers and ranchers ourselves, we continually put our products to the test. We provide a variety of products including roping supplies, horse tack, mineral blocks and feed, healthcare items for your animals, and of course, we have all the apparel you need to get the job done and look good while you're doing it. Stop by our store on Highway 183 or shop with us online at farmersranchersoutlet.com.
The experienced and professional team at Coombs Trucking takes pride in providing the most efficient and reliable service to our customers. From hauling to towing, our fleet of quality trucks and drivers continue to deliver safely and on time. Our team is also proud to support your team. We're here for our Little Leaguers, area high school teams, and more. Coombs Trucking enjoys giving back to the community that has been so important to us for over 50 years.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make a choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
Are you wrestling with your financial situation? Let First National Bank and Trust help you take down the stress that comes with managing your money. First National Bank and Trust is here for our area athletes, here for our farmers, here for our business owners, here for our families, and
We're here for you.
And on the Tadpoll this morning, Angie Wells has joined us, and we're going to be talking about food and stuff this morning, and we talked about that with Cynthia. So how's the barbecue celebration going?
Well, good, but first I want to talk about your birthday.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a big old hug and a mwah
Wow.
for your birthday. So
Wow.
90 years old. That's
She doesn't have her mic on.
I don't, but that's okay.
Did you pick that up?
People
Okay.
can probably
Wow.
still hear me. So
Is
there's
that-
your kiss. Let me see. Mwah. There we go. So
Wow. I haven't had anything like that in a long time. Phew.
yeah. All right.
I'm 70 all of a sudden. Okay.
All right, you're gonna make me blush, Tad. So, yes, so
Oh,
we got
thank
things,
you.
but your birthday,
Yeah.
how exciting! 90 years old. That is
90 years,
awesome.
yep, and
And like Cynthia was saying, you are part of our community, and you have been my friend for a long time,
Sure.
and I appreciate you so much and the
Well,
things that you've
thank you.
done
Wow.
for us and the city and the
Yeah,
chamber
well,
and for everything.
It's just I love this part of the country. It's just really great. And I mentioned my tadpole would come on the 8th of June.
Okay.
Kim said let's move it to the 6th.
Oh, for your
So
birthday.
it'll be a Tuesday, and I understand I've got a lot of people who I've known in the past who have some greetings for me on that have been sent.
yay.
Ken Rogers. You said you wanted to do it. Ken Rogers is going to interview me.
Oh, good.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
You said one time you wanted to interview him, but
Yeah.
Ken Rogers
Okay.
said he wanted to interview me.
Okay,
So
that's
I
fine.
interview people. I'm going to be interviewed.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
So
Yes.
and we have some other people who will be here and I won't know for sure, but by video, so I'm looking forward to that.
That's
okay.
awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's talk about why you're here.
Well,
I'll interview
all
you
right.
now.
So the barbecue competition celebration or whatever, we only have 5 entries and we need 10.
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
I extended it, and it will be, we're going to have it Monday. If people can get a hold of me, if they want to do it, Monday's going to be the deadline. But no matter if we have it or if we don't have it, we are going to have, Phillipsburg Chamber Main Street's going to have a lunch on June 3rd from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And that's going to be a fundraiser for Phillipsburg Chamber and Main Street.
Okay,
and so
all right.
we'll have hamburger and hot dogs and all the fixins.
Where
So
would
it
it
won't
be?
it'd be on the courthouse square
Okay,
on the lawn.
sure, okay.
And we won't have barbecue, but hopefully, you know, this is a learning thing, and hopefully we can make it grow, and we can, you know, get people more interested in it and all this different kinds of stuff. Because you could win the grand prize, like for beef and pork, would be $500.
Ooh, wow.
And for pork would be
Is that chamber bucks?
No,
or
it's the entry form.
Ooh.
It'd be your entry, and so what would happen with the fundraiser for chamber would be people buying a plate.
Oh, okay.
And then going around and getting some of their, you know, the food,
Sure.
and then all the fixins and all that kind of stuff. So that would have been our fundraiser. But instead, we're going to do if we don't have enough entries, the hamburger and hot dogs and all the fixins and stuff.
Good.
So just trying to get something going on that June 3rd, because that is sidewalk sales in the businesses. On that day, a lot of the stores are going to have sales. They're going to have different things going on in there. So June 3rd, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. inside and outside those stores. So you can shop. It's called Bargains and Barbecue in the Berg. We may not have barbecue, but we'll have hamburgers. So I guess you barbecue hamburgers.
So there will be food.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll have the contest.
Hopefully, yes.
You have 5. So if you
we need
really like your
5
sauce,
more.
and what the sauce is a secret, isn't
Yes.
it? The
And
sauce is a secret.
And it's blind judging, so nobody knows. The judges will be like in a room, and they won't know whose it is, and so it's going to be all fair. It's not going to be like, you know,
Sure.
your name, the name
Sure.
game or
Yeah,
whatever. But
yeah.
it's going to be so it would be a lot of fun. But like I said, if it doesn't work out this year, we'll try it again next year, and we'll see what happens.
We used to have, didn't they have that at several times out at the, didn't they have barbecue out at the 4-H several times? I thought maybe Fort Bissell did that 1 or 2 years.
They did,
had
the
something.
chili cook-off.
Chili
but I don't-
cook-off,
yeah,
chili. It was a chili,
but
yeah,
not
chili.
barbecue. So
So
we just
this
thought
is
we
the
would try
barbecue.
this.
Yeah, it was a chili. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
so
okay. We'll keep trying.
Let the people, you know, if you show off your sauce. So just call you. They have until Monday to do it. Okay.
Yep. They have
we
till
need
Monday.
5
So,
more.
yep, 5 more. So we'll
Okay.
see. And have a really catchy name.
Do they fix it there, or
Yeah,
do
they have to fix it. We have a form, and they have to fix it there,
Okay,
and all that kind of stuff. It's just fair that way.
Okay,
You know,
sure,
you can't
sure,
go and
right,
buy
yeah.
from
I couldn't go
Billy
to-
Sims or wherever it's called and say, "This is my barbecue."
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, going to Kansas City and
Yeah.
getting something special.
Yeah. So no, you have to make it there so that people can
Okay,
see it and
that's
stuff
good,
like
yeah,
that. But the sales are the big thing. Go in the stores, go shopping. June 3rd. You know, we'll have that lunch from 11 to 1. If it changes, if it's the barbecue, we're going to have it from 12:30 to 2.
Okay. And
So
you'll
I
let the
know I'm
people
throwing,
yeah, sure.
I'm throwing a lot of stuff out there, but just keep our Facebook page, keep updated on that and different things. So yeah, that's how my world works. Is just up in the air, and you just never know.
Then take advantage of the sale.
Yes,
All right,
yes.
okay.
Go shopping in the at different stores around town, and
Will they have?
stuff.
Will you know if they have specials, or you just have to go in? You know.
Might just have to go in. Just play
Well,
it by,
good.
you know.
Go in.
Yeah,
You might find something.
you might find that bargain.
Yeah,
you just
might
don't
find
know.
something for my birthday.
That's right. There we go. There we
I
go.
didn't mean that.
There we go. So you talked a little bit about rodeo.
Okay.
So I sent out, we're going to have Rodeo Saturday celebration. Last year we called it the 150th celebration because
Right,
it was
it was
Phillipsburg's
great. Oh, yeah, it was
150th.
great, yeah.
And it was amazing. So I want to keep it that Saturday because a lot of people are in town and it was just a lot of fun. And so I sent that out. We still will have the parade at 2 o'clock. People keep asking me, can you move it in the morning? We can't because the stores are open and they want to participate. And it would be really hard to the stores that are open to block their parking
Right,
and all that
sure,
kind of
right,
stuff. Everything kind of closes down before 2 o'clock.
Sure it
And
does.
so it's just, I know it's hot, take lots of water, bring lots of water, all that kind of stuff. But we're going to have the things, the blow-ups, last year we had the ping pong fish game, and that was huge. I told you that story,
Yeah,
right,
well,
about the fish coming in a week early. But we're going to have the live fish again, and some of those fish are still alive.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
yes, I have one in my office that is still alive. So
Wow.
yes, really excited. Water bucket brigade, water balloon toss, scavenger hunt, bingo, sand dig, cornhole tournament, the hot dog eating contest. I'm going to add that this year.
Wow,
Hot dog eating
okay.
contest. How many hot dogs do you think you could eat? With the bread and everything.
Sure. 50 years ago, maybe 6,
6?
8. I can't
think-
eat 100. Like Nathan's has that. They eat 70 hot dogs.
Oh, yeah, those, there's a Guinness World, I should have looked it up. What is it on the Guinness Book of World
Probably
Records
at
or whatever?
75 or 100 or
Oh,
something.
I'm sure.
How you can eat the
I don't
bread
know.
and everything.
Yeah, they get it wet.
Yeah.
They dip it like in
Yeah,
water
yeah.
and then shove it all in their mouth. I just hope we don't have.
I have had a Nathan's hot dog on Coney Island.
Really?
That's the best hot dog I ever had.
Yeah.
But the best hot dog I ever had is Nathan's. Anyway, go ahead.
So vendors, we're going to have vendors there that are going to sell like hats and different things and jewelry and everything, and we'll have people set up, and there's no cost to the vendors. Food trucks will have like I said, the games, all that kind of stuff. Last year it was all free because it was a celebration. This year you will have to buy tickets and stuff because it is part of Phillipsburg Chamber and Main Street's
It's a
deal.
fundraiser.
Yes, it's a fundraiser. So that's that. I sent out to the businesses. You get different things if or whoever wants to participate in that to help us out with a lot of stuff that we're going to do.
Okay, well, the question.
Yes.
Knights of Columbus is going to have their homemade ice cream.
I think so, and I hope so. I haven't heard for sure, but I'm sure they are.
I buy a dozen of them and take home and enjoy for the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
Enjoy a cup of the homemade ice cream before I go to bed at night.
Well, you got it in there, so you need to ask them. You need to make sure that they're going to be doing that.
I get there early while they still have it. And I just like vanilla. I don't care about all these. Just give me homemade vanilla ice cream.
Well, I tell you what, Tad, if they don't do that, I will make you some homemade ice cream myself and bring to you.
No, I'm sure they're going to do it. It's a good fundraiser.
Yes.
And what they don't sell, they bring back to the church and put it in the freezer. And I make midnight requisitions and leave my money in the refrigerator.
So a midnight run, huh?
Yeah, a midnight run and get it. So I pay for it, but anyway,
That's good.
They don't always sell a lot of the flavors.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
So what else we have going on? Where's my little? I had a little piece of paper. Did I knock it down somewhere? Oh, here it is.
Okay.
Upcoming events.
Okay.
So what we're gonna have? I can reach it. There we go. Okay. So in July, the Ducks are going to be coming to town. The Ducks.
The Ducks?
Yes.
Oh,
the Ducks.
yeah, it's a swimming
the Ducks
pool.
at the
Okay,
swimming
yeah,
pool.
that's right.
So they're going to be coming to town in July. I don't know when the date for sure yet, but they're going to be coming. And then, like I said, in August, we're going to have the rodeo celebration, and we'll have T-shirts. We'll be starting to sell T-shirts in July.
Okay.
For the rodeo and everything, and so that's going to be a lot of fun. And then I don't know if you have a deck or not of those cards that Main Street made, like in 2009, I want to say.
I think I do.
So we are going to do that again, but we're going to do that with the businesses now and in
Updated.
color
Yeah,
and
wow.
show people, what we have now. So we're going to do that. Tammy Sauer is going to take the pictures, and then we're going to submit it to this business, and they're going to make the cards, and then we're going to sell them.
Have you ever thought of doing another Monopoly?
I actually have. I sent out not a survey, but an email and asking if anybody would, and not really.
But okay.
I mean,
I bought one.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
It is
It's hard to play because you know what Monopoly, if you land on this, you know what it is, but with the different names on this, you have to kind of look and see,
Yeah.
well, that's that.
Yep.
It's harder to
Yep.
play, but it's fun.
It was
We
it
played
was
one.
really neat to make that game, and with the help with Science Solutions and just the businesses and stuff. But I think we're just going to try the deck of cards, and then maybe later on we can do another Monopoly or some other kind of game.
The Cynthia and Sholey and I myself, we played it over at Cynthia's one house. We're going to try to do that once when the things cool off, or we'll probably try maybe once a month playing that
Thing
Monopoly.
about Monopoly, it lasts a long time.
I know that, yeah.
Yeah.
I got beat
so,
anyway.
So deck of cards, you can just play
Okay,
and
all
look
right.
at the different things, and we'll have that. So
All
that's
right.
going to be a lot of fun.
Okay.
But like I said, just the deadline for the barbecue, if you want to do it, is Monday, but we will have a lunch no matter what.
Good, okay.
There.
That's a week from this Saturday.
Yep.
then.
So
Okay.
June 3rd.
Okay.
So yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. So that's what we got going on.
Can I kiss on this side?
Yes,
dear?
of course. Mwah.
See, that way the camera gets it on this side. This side, the camera wouldn't get it, see?
Now this is PG-13.
Well, we just
Dad.
turned our show into R, didn't we? Okay, all righty.
Yes.
Thank
Well,
you.
I hope you have a happy birthday.
I plan
I
on-
will not be here
Well, I
this
know
weekend,
it's a lot of people out of town and
Yeah.
stuff, but we'll see. I appreciate that.
Yep,
Okay.
so-
All righty. Okay, we're going to be talking about Miller moths
Oh.
and maybe about the wheat plot tour coming up with Cody after this break.
At Phillips County Health Systems, patient-centered excellence is more than a goal. It's a mission. And that's why we continue to be one of the top critical access hospitals in the country. We care for members of our community through all stages of life, providing quality health care, innovative rehabilitation therapies, and convenient access to specialists. It's the kind of care our patients should expect, the kind of care you deserve, the kind of care provided at Phillips County Health Systems.
Prairie Horizon Agri-Energy is now Amber Wave. We are transforming our existing facility in Phillipsburg to turn 20 million bushels of wheat into domestically produced wheat protein for use in the food and feed-related industries. This investment in the community will come together in the summer of 2023 and is expected to add 50 new jobs to the local community. Learn more at amberwaveusa.com. Amber Wave, vital, reliable, sustainable.
The American dream has changed over the years, but Farmers National Bank has not. This is Jean Ann Wagner. Farmers National Bank has been backing the American dream for over 100 years. Tell us what you'd like to accomplish, and we'll work with you to achieve it. As we celebrate 100 years, it's never been about us. It's always been about our customers and their successes. That's the American dream. We're Farmers National Bank in Phillipsburg, Agra, Logan, Kensington, Stockton, and Atwood, member FDIC.
All right, back we go again this morning on the Tadpoll. We're going to be talking with Cody Miller, and I had to have you on and talk about the Miller moths. What's the official name of these, Cody?
Yeah.
I call them. My mother called them Millers, and they weren't like they were now. We had them once in a while, but I mean,
Right.
gee.
So when they're in the larval stage, they're the army cutworm is
Okay,
actually
army
what
cutworms,
it is.
okay.
And I don't know if this will show up or not, but we've got a nice little publication, but army cutworm, and you can kind of see they start out as the larva or the worm,
sure,
basically,
yeah.
and they'll feed on. And that's in the fall when they hatch.
So
out
they
of the
were here
egg.
last fall.
They are. We'll go over the whole cycle,
Okay,
etc.
all
But
right.
they feed on it. But right now, everybody calls them Miller moths.
Yeah,
Is
that's
what
what-
it
yeah,
is. So how it works, Tad? Right now, we'll just start where they're at in their cycle now, because that's relevant here with it. But they are getting ready to migrate. They migrate west.
They really
and
go to the mountains,
they do.
right?
They go to the
I've
Rocky
heard that. I
Mountains.
said, well, gee, but-
And as much frustration as you have with them right now, most of them are going to end up as bear bait. So
Okay, all right.
they will get ate by the bears in the Rocky Mountains.
Okay.
And first time I was told that, I thought, no way, this can't be.
Sure.
But they will. They'll fly west.
spend the summer in the Rocky Mountains, and grizzly bears will eat a good majority of them. Those that survive, then they will fly back.
They come back?
They do.
So the ones here we have now came back last fall?
Very resilient. So yes, they're travelers. So they'll come back in the fall, and then the females will lay their eggs and lay them in the soil. Then they'll hatch, and the larva will basically eat on wheat, alfalfa, tender vegetation, etc. In the fall, it's interesting, we see that, and then early in the spring, we'll see that certain wheat fields that just get ate up with it, and that's why they call them army, because if they get enough of them, they eat up what they have there, then they move over, and they can just wipe out certain areas. Then they pupate and turn into the miller moth, and here we go. So why are they so bad this year? And every 5, 10, 15 years, etc., depending on when
I remember past times,
Yes.
A cycle comes around.
Yeah, it does. And I know in talking with our entomologists with Extension, they said that they think there was such a long egg-laying period last fall that we have just an abundance.
Did the drought have anything to do with it?
I don't know about the drought, but just that period there. But they're bad.
Did you have any way of knowing last fall they were going to be bad this?
I did not, and I don't know.
Is there any way you could do that?
I'm not sure. I'm certain that some of the entomologists that have been around for years, they probably seen these cycles and have a feeling that they get ready, stuff's fixing to happen.
I used to love to take a fly swatter to them. You know?
Yes.
I've got 9. You know, I've got 10 now.
It's been interesting at our place. The other night, they were just overrunning us, and there's can't remember what the movie, if it's Tommy Boy when he's sucking them up out of the window with the vacuum, but we declared war on them as well. So, but
what anything you can do?
So that's the thing is if a person tries to spray something, or these are migrating, so keep that in mind. So the ones that are here, basically it's like a hotel. They're staying tonight, and then those are leaving, and the new ones are coming in. So not really. I mean, the biggest thing, and what every specialist that I've always talked to has said, just hang with them. They're going to be gone as quick as they came. Now, this year, it is.
Well, do they come from the east too? I mean, eastern Kansas, or the most?
I'm not sure how far east that is. Where basically the take-home message, wherever they would lay eggs and where they would hatch and then pupate from there. So it's bad.
Miller moths. I'm glad to know that's. I don't. All these years I've called her miller moths.
Right. Yeah, I remember my granddad there. Gentleman was spraying the shop and for bugs, etc. And Granddad just jokingly asked it, "Now, do those kill millers?" No, you don't need a spray for those at this time of year. Well, the last day, but
wow. I can remember as a kid growing up in Garden City, we'd have them there, not like this.
Right.
Or maybe they did, but that's a long time ago. About every 4 or 5 years, they really come in. Okay.
You bet.
All right, that's but they're moving on, right?
They are, and I think, in conversation with some folks, they said, we don't see them as bad. Well, I hope not. So hopefully within a couple, few more days, each day, hopefully they'll get less and less.
They like to hide in screen doors, don't they?
They love that. Anywhere.
It can get dark, and they like dark, or what is it?
Yeah, and any of those, and I had some of this here. If you're interested in it, you can go to, we have a publication for our crop pest, Kansas crop pest Army cutworm. You can just Google that, or it has a publication number, MF, like is in Massey Ferguson, 3150. So MF 3150 would be, and it would go through it. But yeah, they love basically anything, cracks, crevices, doors to commercial buildings, homes, garages, sheds, outbuildings, vehicles, etc. And here, like I said, no point in trying to kill the moth swarms outdoors. As they make their way west, others will replace them the next evening until the migration is complete.
Okay. Wow.
So,
All right. Let's talk about the wheat plot tour.
Okay. Yeah. You know, it was funny. Yesterday, I was out at the wheat plot, and which the wheat plot is located 2 miles north of Phillipsburg, Highway 183, up to East Osage, or where the port of entry is. But go east, and 1/8 of a mile, 1/16 of a mile, you'll see the signs. We've got the nice purple fancy signs. We're very lucky this year. We've got. It's actually a replicated plot that we put in K-State Research and Extension. They do X amount of them over the years. Sandra in the Post Rock District usually always gets one. And I finally joked after 15 years in Extension, I was able to get a replicated one that they actually came out and put in. But, you know, it was funny. I thought of you yesterday as I was out there because as many of you know, the wheat crop this year, it's been rough. It's been unfortunately tough there. And I was thinking of your comment when you were doing wheat harvest interviews of going around doing those interviews. You said your rule of thumb was pulled into the field, and if the combine was broke down, you just kept on driving.
I never wanted to. There was language being used there and I never drove. I never drove into stubble. I just stayed on those two things. But the main thing was if the combine is broke down, stay away.
You bet.
You could tell he was in there working with something. You know, don't go right ask.
So I thought of that. You know, those people are frustrated, they're angry, etc. And that's kind of how it is, unfortunately, this year. You know, the wheat crop is just it's been pretty tough. And Jim Schroyer, our old extension wheat specialist, you know, he always said wheat has 9 lives, and it's done used up 8 of those lives, and some of it
it bounced back.
And
would rain help at all?
At this point, we're pretty late. I mean, and it all. Wheat is a cool season crop, so you know we put it in the fall, goes through winter, breaks dormancy. Some of them years, if we have a cool, wet spring, including that long filling period, it can tiller, it can fill. You know, we can get through it, but unfortunately this year just not as good. And I talked to several crop adjusters, and there's a lot of wheat that's been zeroed out across the state. You know, I seen a custom cutter heading south as well.
I saw a lot of them the other day heading south.
I thought, oh boy, good luck. I hope it works
down more
for
in Texas, you know.
Right. Yeah, but our plot tour is coming up. It's going to be this Tuesday, May 30th. At 4:30, so we're going to start at 4:30 there in the afternoon. Like I said, plots north of town, up there by the port. So Romulo Lalato, he is after Jim Schroyer retired. Romulo took his place as our K-State wheat specialist. And then myself, we're going to go through the varieties, talk about.
That's fun. I really like. I don't know much about wheat, but it's always fun hearing the comments that are made about it.
Right.
I have a feeling there'll be some comments made about this because how is it? Is it really down?
It's very short.
Okay.
You know, and that's going to be the same. Earlier on, I had some of those producers had one call me. Cody, do you know this wheat's already jointed and it's only a couple inches tall? I said, I'm well aware of that, but you know, it's unfortunately extremely short. But so we'll go through the different varieties. Romulo will talk about just the wheat state across the state of Kansas, how it's been, diseases. You know, it's always funny. The one thing good about a dry year is we don't have any diseases.
I haven't heard anything about it this year.
No, and usually in the spring, I love that time of year. We're looking at wheat. We're trying to help make the decision whether producers need to spray a foliar fungicide, etc., stripe rust, leaf rust. And, you know, when there's no wheat down south or it's that dry, we really don't have to worry about it, Tad. So then We'll go through the varieties, we'll do all of that there at 4:30, and then after the conclusion of that, we'll come to the fair building, and we'll have a catered meal. Amber Wave is going to be sponsoring and catering the meal there at the fair building. You know, we used to always try to do that, serve hamburgers out in the field, and it works good. I mean, it works good. We can get tables and all that, but then,
and you're there all together, you can sit down and
so and where we're only a mile basically from, we'll be able to come back. And
so the tours at 4:30 go out there, you go about an eighth of a mile east of the corner there.
Osage Road, Osage Road, and you'll certainly see the markers and signs that we've got there, Tad. And if you want to go look at that as well, you know, you can't make the tour, but you'd like to go look through.
I'll do that.
Unfortunately, this year you can't see as many differences. You know, there's certain years that boy you can really tell, but you know, when your yield potential's 10 to 20 bushels per acre, there's not much difference on some of this, but hopefully, so they'll go through once we get to harvest. They'll harvest this. We'll make the data available.
And have the meal. Oh, wow, that's good. Okay, well, that's coming up Tuesday. So, port of entry, just go east and just go see what's going on. Anything else?
Yeah, and if you can't, I know we're here promoting ours, but if you can't make it on Tuesday, say for some reason that May 30th is booked, if you want to get a hold of Sandra in the Post Rock District, hers is the next day. We try to kind of line these up to where our speakers are coming, so they'll do ours, stay the night, and then be able to go to the next one, etc. But yeah, get a hold of the Post Rock District if you're interested in that. So there, I earned brownie points with Sandra, putting a plug in for her.
Okay. Thanks a lot. I always enjoy, Cody. Always enjoy talking with you and finding out what's going on in the Miller Moths. Okay, we're going to take a break and come back, and hopefully Aidrian Hassel will be coming in to talk about something.
Protection is important, especially when you're talking about your dreams, which is why we're going to keep you covered with plans that can save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. That's protection.
Olive Bovey Furniture in Phillipsburg has so many lazy boys, they're running out of room to show their other great lines of furniture. Olive Bovey is featuring lazy boys at prices that are just too good to pass up. Lazy Boy rocker recliners, Lazy Boy sofas, Lazy Boy reclining sofas. Don't miss this opportunity. Help move the lazy boys so there's more room to show the other great furniture. Olive Bovey Furniture, West Highway 36 in Phillipsburg.
Protection is important, especially when you're talking about your dreams, which is why we're going to keep you covered with plans that can save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. That's protection.
we're on. And back we are on the Tadpoll this morning. Our final guest this morning, Aidrian Hassel. We're going to talk with Aidrian about music. And of course, congratulations, you're going to the Lions Band Camp for the second year, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's talk a little bit now. What are you here at Phillipsburg? Are you Phillipsburg High School? What year are you?
I'm going on junior year.
You're being a junior, okay. You're being sponsored, though, by the Logan Lions Club, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, so Aidrian, let's talk about last year. You got to go, where is it, and what all is involved when you go to the band camp?
Okay, so it changes where it is every year. Last year it was in the other corner of the state. I know that. It was in the other corner of the state. We had to travel 6 hours from here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get there, and your registration is at about noon. They give you a little lanyard with your name on it and your room key. And you stay in, like, I think it's the cheapest dorms they have there. Because last year it was only 2 beds, 2 desks, and 2 closets.
Really?
That's all it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many? A lot of people there.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people there. Okay.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of people.
Okay.
And then,
so you had a roommate then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the regular dorm, right? I mean, you say not a very good dorm, you know.
It was not
I mean, I didn't realize that. Are there different types of dorms in colleges now? They have that.
I think some do.
Okay,
some
maybe they
might
do.
not.
Newer ones might have. Okay, so you're there. How long were you there? How many days?
4 days, I
4
believe.
days. Okay. So what was the day like?
So a normal day was you wake up at about, well, I would wake up about 6:30, go take a shower, and then I would come back, grab everything I needed for the day, and then I would head to the dining hall, which is where you would eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then
How was the food?
It actually wasn't terrible.
Okay.
It was not terrible.
Okay.
I definitely had worse.
All right.
so.
Good. Okay. Good. All right.
Yep, and then I would go from the dining hall to the rehearsal hall,
Mm-hmm.
and then we would play through our songs for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then we would go to a separate little room where we would have a person who is in college currently and is, I believe, getting a music education major.
Probably, I'm sure they are.
And then they would also play our instrument, and then we would practice for a little, almost like a little concert that we would have, and we would he would hand us out songs, and we'd play through those, we would choose the songs we liked the most, and then we'd go from there. We'd have like a 15-minute break in between every session, and then we would go back to rehearsing, then we'd go to lunch, and we have another little chamber ensemble. And then we would go have a 15-minute break, go do our big ensemble rehearsal, and then we would go eat dinner, and I believe we would do one more rehearsal, and then
Boy,
it was a lot of work.
There's a lot of music there. You did that 4 days?
Well,
5 days, 4 days?
you would get there, it was about half a day.
Okay.
And you spend 3 total, or
Okay,
3 full
wow,
days,
okay.
and then you get another half day.
Okay. Then at the end you have a concert that people can come to. Okay. What instrument do you play?
I play the trombone.
Trombone. Okay. Have you always played the trombone? Is that,
Yep, I've always played the trombone since 5th grade.
That always got me. How you go in and out and know how that works. I can see this, that. Anyway, okay. So you learn this thing. So you have a chance to. How do you apply to go? Do you have to go to somewhere and have someone listen to you, or do you send them a tape of what you've done, or how do you apply and how are you picked to go? I guess my question.
Anybody can go.
Oh, they can. Okay.
If they have a website, I believe it's kansaslions.org, and at the very bottom they'll have little files that you can download, and it'll have the application file, and they'll ask you like your name, what instrument you play, if you plan on being in the jazz band, because they have a jazz band there. Let's see what else. They would ask you your shirt size, because you get a free shirt going there.
Well, okay.
If you have a preferred dorm mate or dorm roommate,
Did you know who your roommate was going to be before you went down?
No, I did not.
Okay.
And then it would ask you your height and weight, because for the main concert, you get to wear uniforms.
You do?
Yep.
Wow.
And it's all height and weight fit.
Sure. So then you came back. You must have liked it because you're going again. So will you be doing pretty much the same thing? Do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But you got more years experience now, so you should. Okay.
I know what I'm doing a lot more.
Okay. All right. So, did you have any spare time to do anything to do any sightseeing or anything, or just mostly music?
There was a leisure time, which I want to say was 45 minutes to an hour, where you could pretty much go around the dorms and kind of look around.
You didn't have to play the trombone during that leisure time.
No, you didn't.
Which would be a good night to see. So you always liked the trombone then, right? Sure.
Yep.
Okay. So this year you applied again, and you're sponsored again by the Logan Lions Club, which is good to send you down there. So when is that? When does that come up?
It's the 30th.
I think. Yeah.
Is when we're leaving.
Wow, you'll be going down next week then, right? So okay. And do you know who you're staying with this time? You're gonna stay?
No, I don't.
Okay. So how many in the band would you say? How many are there?
About 200.
Wow. Okay.
About 200 last year.
Okay. Wow. 200, and how many trombone were there last year? Remember?
12, 13, 14, 15.
Do you know anything about the big band era? Who played the trombone in the big band? That goes way before your time. During my time, but trombone was a big thing, and I think Tommy Dorsey played the trombone. Anyway, that goes. Have you ever heard of Tommy Dorsey?
No.
No. That shows you the difference, because that big band back when I grew up, Benny Goodman and all that. Okay, so what do you plan on doing when you graduate from high school? I know it's a couple of years away, but what do you like?
During the summer, I'll probably find a decent paying job, save up money for college, and then around, I don't know, probably late August, depends on what.
Do you know where you're going to go yet?
I'll probably end up going to Wichita State University, because I got family down there.
Oh, okay. You got to be a shocker, huh?
Yeah.
There's a softball girl. The ladies didn't do as well as everyone thought, and I know the men got beat. They were supposed to play last night Houston, but they didn't. They got rained out. Anyway, but what do you want to take? What do you want to, after you graduate to college? What are you going to take into college? You know yet?
I'll probably maybe do a human science or major in pre-med.
Oh, pre-med. All right. Well, good luck on that. I've said before, I changed my major 4 times in college, and what I did the rest of my life had nothing to do with what my major was in. So that's how things went. Well, I tell you, Aidrian, congratulations. You have a good time down there. And do you have the sheet music for the final? Can you use sheet music for the concert, or is it all memory?
They give you sheet music.
Okay, good. I would need that. Do you read sheet music pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay. The only thing I know, if the black things go up, you go up, and the black things go down, you go down. That's about all I know about music. Thanks a lot, Aidrian. You have a good time. Good summer, too. All right, fine. All right, that's going to do it for Tadpoll for this morning. We had an interesting program this morning. I do appreciate the greetings from on the birthday situation. You're invited. Can I give a plug to my birthday party? Okay. It's coming up this Sunday, from 2 until 4 at the Catholic Church. It's just to get together, casual dress, and we'll have refreshments and everything. So we'd like to see you. It's not my birthday. My birthday is June 6th, but since all my family was going to be here for other reasons, Memorial Day and everything, we decided to have it on a Sunday afternoon. So I'd like to see you come out there. And if some of you went to school with my boys here, you're welcome. They'll be there, and they'll be able to talk to them and have a chance to meet the grandkids. So we'll see you next Thursday morning at 9 o'clock, we already have Mike Earhart on to talk about the Logan Life Project, and we'll have some others coming up next. And then the week after that, it will not be on a Thursday. It'll be moved back to a Tuesday, my birthday, June 6th, and we're going to, I have a feeling, some surprises on that day. So we'll be doing that then. Okay, we'll see you next Thursday. Well, I'll see you Sunday afternoon, 2 to 4, and then I'll see you next Thursday at 9 here on the Tadpoll.